Hello. Hiya.
Hello. Can I ask you why you're filming around the police station?
Yeah, I'm just doing a blog. I do a travel blog. No. I got one as well.
Okay.
And don't delete that, and we'll be asking for copies, please.
That's fine.
Okay. Can you just give me your name, badge? Carry on there.
At the moment, we want to find out who he was.
You don't need to find out who I've done nothing wrong, I've done nothing illegal.
No, this is what you've done wrong with it. It's a little bit concerned that you're filming.
I was just saying how good this has been.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I told you I'm filming for my blog.
It's just been a little bit defensive. We have to ask the question.
You don't have to. You can just come along and say, can you just be a bit Can we go somewhere?
I don't think we can go anywhere that's happening. Yeah, but obviously...
So you don't need to go there.
No. Just, obviously, you understand high intention at the police station. You must understand, you've read the news, people get attacked.
I've read the news.
So that's all it is. So if somebody reports to us that there's somebody outside the police station filming the front of the police station, filming the car park, and then basically walking around all the police,
I didn't know that existed at public footpath.
To be honest, for 16 years, I don't think I've ever done that. So I appreciate that. That's I know it now. And obviously it's free, you just where you want. But it's just get a little concerned when it's full perimeter of the police station, stuff like that. We do.
Don't remember actually that.
We do have to do checks for the simple reason that there's been attacks on police officers and in the past, and only last week there was somebody in our car park as I was trying to get there was somebody in the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He mistaken the wrong door. A guy didn't know, no issues, but there is an occasion where people do want to harm police officers for obvious reasons. I don't like them. We're not as much as I like to be liked. People don't appreciate what we do. Private car. The car, obviously, it's got private cars in it. It's got registration numbers and stuff like that. And, I think that we just don't want people, kind of filming it and then looking them up and then going, oh, that's where because you can get everything now.
Everything's on the internet available. Yeah.
And we're just security and things. So you understand why we're doing it.
Yeah, I understand why you're doing it, but again, it's not illegal.
No, I appreciate.
Yeah.
If it was illegal, you'd be in there with us right now. We wouldn't be having this.
I understand it's not illegal.
I
understand it's not illegal, and you're free to do it. But you've got to understand that, of course, it would be stupid of us if we didn't at least stop you and talk to you and find out what is the blog then? What do you do?
Somewhat, I've travelled around the world. I've been not long been to India, I've been to Czech Republic and other European countries, and I walk around the streets explaining it. So my audience have asked, "Come to Coventry, why you never did one with Bob?" And I explain that people in Coventry aren't.
I'm going
to do the street and things like that. So I was just walking around here, just as I'm going to wave. So I thought, I'll say hello to the police station. I've been to India. They just give a lot to go for a cup of tea, but I don't think you guys are going to invite me in for a cup of tea.
Nothing personal, but no, we can't.
But it was invited in for a cup of tea.
Times when probably there was no COVID and stuff like that.
That's why I came back, because of COVID. I had to come back in February.
I think we get told off more to make you one. But no, it's just obviously.
I can say there's no ill intent or anything. I tried not to get the number plate, so if you have a look, I held the camera up, tried not to get number plates because it's not illegal. You can go on number plates. Anybody with a car has a camera ring nowadays, can film you guys, but I intentionally lifted up to show how dated the building was, because I've never, since you moved it all round, I've never been into this police station. So that's the last time.
What is the blog then? Is it just what?
I do travel, I do cooking, things like that, so it's just a standard blog.
So, and would you tell us your name?
Name's Dikey, so you just search for Dikey on, go to dikey.com and you'll find me. So you've got all my information there.
Is there a reason why, just a general question, why you don't want to give us your name?
Because you guys write a report, it goes on.
No, it's no report.
We don't have to do paperwork, there's no paperwork.
When it goes on.
The biggest concern for me is that somebody has just mentioned to me that you were seen quite heavily filming our personal cars. So that's a big concern for me, because obviously my personal cars are at the moment.
But I kept it up, so it was like that, so it's up at the window. I can't show you on this.
I don't understand why you would want to film our personal cars.
I was filming the car park. I walked around here the first time and noticed, because I haven't been round here, and noticed they've got their own car park, how lovely that building is, and I walked round and said, look, for car parking, I noticed these 3 cars here, I said for parking, you know, I think this was built back in the 60s. Nobody thought of car parking during that time. It's nice.
What I do want to request is your details, just for literally, there is no report, there's no.
I'm not going to give my details, I'm sorry.
It raises my suspicion under the Terrorism Act that you won't do so. It just raised my suspicion. If you ask my name, it's very concerning because all your people.
Okay, so what makes you think I'm a terrorist? I mean, I ain't got this back on now because it raised that issue in Article 50S, whatever
You've
it
asked me a
is.
question, if you allow me to answer, it's on camera.
Yep.
You're raising my suspicion because we've given you a genuine, full and frank reason and quite a genuinely, I think, understandable reasons to why we're asking for your details and why we're questioning you. Exactly the same as if I came to your house and I was filming. I'm allowed to do so. I'm allowed to film outside your house. However, if you came and asked me why, I would understand why you're asking why. So I think we've given you a genuine.
I want that after your name and your
My
address.
concern, the reasoning why you're giving your details, that's a concern for me.
You do have to fill out paperwork. You do have to fill out
There will be
There will be a stop form or something.
I'm not searching it.
You have to
There's
put
no
your name on. If you put me into arrest for anti-terrorist, then do that, and I will take it further.
You're taking it a little bit far now. You're saying I'm going to arrest you for terrorism, but
I don't
explain my
have to
reasons
give.
and my powers that I'm concerned that you have.
I'll give you my website. Can I have my website? Yeah, it's www.dikey.
Just spell that.
DYKIE.com. That takes you to my YouTube channel. That's a direct link.
Okay.
Please like and subscribe.
No, we've got a problem with it. We're not so we are allowed to ask for these.
Yeah, but
all I want is for you to understand the reasoning, and I appreciate.
I
you
understand
do that.
the reasoning.
But on the flip side of that, you have to understand why we would ask raw details and things like that. Because if you went out and something happened,
But if something happened, I've got 3 highly intelligent people here, one with a camera. If anything happens, you go, put my face over media, I'd be caught.
so you do cooking on there as well.
Yeah, I do. I've just put my cooking one just now. I've been walked around India, so if you watch one of my 1 hour videos, you'll see me at a station, you'll see me at a fire station.
Whereabouts in India did you go?
I went round Rajasthan area. So I did a nearly 6-week tour until COVID came along.
Restaurants all the way around, did you?
Yeah, I walked miles and miles and miles.
That's quite well. You see more things, don't you? You see more things if you want to.
Yeah, I took a year off work to do travelling, and this bloody COVID came along. So I'll have to spend the last 3 months at home.
Many years ago, when it was a no man's land between Germany and Czech Republic.
I just come back from 6 weeks in Czech.
Cheb, I think that was it. Cheb.
Oh, Czech. I went to Padabitsa because that's where we got out.
It was a bit Cold Warish when I went. You know, it was like a little like Berlin. You know, just cold walls. You know, people running down alleyways and stuff like that. It weren't a nice place.
I recommend going back. It's a lovely place now.
I would too. Yeah, it would be a lovely place now. We had a hire car as well, but on the way back they said we shouldn't have driven actually in there because as soon as you enter, you have no insurance.
Oh, right.
Which we're glad.
I was saying, must have been before the fall of the Berlin Wall then? Before 89?
Yeah.
You found me? No, look, you can straight up with my aim if you went straight to it. See, this is what I just put on right now. You're cooking.
So it's
There's me walking around. So, yep, you see my name.
yeah.
But that's what I do. I just walk out.
Can't find it on there, mate, and there's no picture on there to say who you are.
You just looked at that. DYKE, yeah, it's Dikey because that's my old
I
nickname.
will just specify, and this is only because I don't want
Can I have
you
your
to
date of birth? Age? Show me your age.
Age, 47, I think I am.
47.
What I will just say to you.
Do you live local?
Yeah, I'm earthbound.
We are
As in Coventry, yeah.
we are going to request your date of birth, and we are in relation to stops and search and things like that, and just Terrorism Act. At the minute, we're trying to do this without having to go down the law side of things, we're having a discussion. But we have got the power to stop, search, or seize any of your property if we believe.
If you believe, yeah.
Or suspect.
Yeah.
Or suspect, sorry, not believe, suspect. We
You have to have reasonable belief.
No, I don't. I have to have reasonable suspicion. Under the Terrorism Act. We didn't, I'll be honest with you, when we first met you having that conversation, my suspicion was about completely at the bottom, because we had a conversation, you were a bit worried, and like, hang on, what's going on there?
Yeah, because just a second.
Yeah, which is fine. I agree, and my suspicion was down here. As soon as you decided that you weren't ready to give us details and you were quite evasive with me, it concerned me because we gave you a full and frank explanation as to why we wanted that. My suspicion jumped, okay? So I had reasonable suspicion down here. It jumped up here when you were then evasive and wouldn't give me details, because we'd give it fair enough if we'd stopped you over there and quite far away from a police station, and we're going, hang on, we've got, why are you filming over there? I'd understand you going, that's not reasonable for you to stop me here. I believe it's reasonable for us to question you and ask you for your details outside this police station. We do have that power, and have that power to stop and search you. I'm not going to do that if we can say, let's just have a date of birth, run you through it, make sure you're not wanted or anything like that, and then you can be on your way. Well, that's why we don't give us the details. So if you can just give us your date of birth, then we don't have to take anything further. And
Got my
Is it Stephen or Steve?
Steve N.
Spelt like that.
N, yeah.
What's your date of birth? Good. Your address? I just need to confirm that you live there.
just confirm your details. Just confirm your details. We're not going to, we don't need...
Hey.
Steve, nothing's going to happen with this. It's just, we're doing our job.
Well, we'll put a SAR report in, so...
And you will have access, so if you do put a complaint or anything, you'll have access to the complaint.
Yeah, I will be.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll create a log for it. We'll create a log. Our collar numbers will be on the log.
Yep.
This will be attached to the log to say this is why we've done what we've done.
Yeah.
So you're more than welcome to, like I said, when we get details, we've got a duty of care to police officers, to members of the public. We've got a duty of care to anybody inside this building if we've been suspect, shall I say, that there might be some risk of harm in relation to terrorism offences.
Yeah.
I know you're saying if I
I've been no
walked
terrorists
away,
attacking here since 1960.
but you can't take something personal when we don't know you. We're doing our job.
Yeah,
It would be very neglectful of us to allow somebody to walk away. Could you say, yeah, you can get your details? I mean, by putting the camera on Facebook and stuff and putting your image out there. However, if you went and got on a plane or something, you've gone. And it's not to do with you. It's to do with a person outside the police station who's generating behaviours that's raising our suspicion. It's not personal. And you're more, like I said, we're not trying to hide anything. Cameras here, collar numbers will be on the log.
I'm even allowed to walk inside and film in the public area.
The police station's got cameras in the, if you were to walk into the police station,
I'm allowed to film in the...
You're not under arrest for filming. The camera's not an issue. You're not under arrest. if you were under arrest, we'd be having this conversation.
I know, but I am allowed into the
But you're allowed
public
to, you're allowed
area to film, aren't I?
In the public foyer, if you
In
want
the
to be a
public
camera,
foyer,
yeah. If you start filming, say the staff and they feel uncomfortable, that's a discussion to be had, isn't it? Same as if someone in the streets filming, they're allowed to do it, but you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, you wouldn't want harassment.
So all I'd say is this: you're not under arrest and it's not illegal what you're doing. However, it's same as if we suspect somebody's stolen from a shop, we're not saying they've actually done that, and we're not saying you're a terrorist.
Yeah, I'm just checking that. I might well come back and film inside when it's not busy.
But you have to appreciate all we were doing was finding out what you were doing, and the fact that you were being a little bit. We just wanted to know your details of what you were doing. That was it.
I've seen other audit things where people have actually had reports filled out about them, so next time they get stopped, they end up being mistreated and things like that. So I just don't want my name going on the report.
That's why we want to have that
police station, and obviously our personal cars, with the way that the world is at the moment, it makes my colleagues feel comfortable, and therefore we just wanted to find out what you were doing.
Yeah, so when you view it online,
no problem.
possibly next week, you'll see the number plates and nothing other cars will be seen.
So I'd like to go to the well. I'd actually be interested in listening, but obviously now that we've met and stuff like that, would it be frowned upon if I actually went and started having a look at your blog? Yeah, you know.
It's just all,
you know what I mean?
If you think already you're filming the police station, so our sort of suspicions are about here. When then we speak to you and you refuse your details and start saying, I don't have to do this, our suspicions then get raised even more. So it's easier if you to just say to us, oh, I'm doing a blog, this is my name, I'm not here for any malice or anything like that, I'm genuinely just doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, no
you
problem,
come round and
see you
film
later
again,
anyway.
and we see you, seen you already, mate, check you out, no issues.
I don't know who it was in the office, but everyone up to me as I was walking around.
But that's the thing, you're not in any trouble, and if you are going to go around and film again, we've spoke to you. If you get any other officers,
What I do is get to my popping this.
not a problem. Yeah, and like I said, it's all about transparency, especially around secure areas. It's all about same with you walk outside the White House, but people get shot doing like filming outside there, don't they? It's just over the top because it's such a high. It's such a high.
It's what you're used to.
All right, mate. Thank you. Yeah.
It's not on.
No worries, mate.
All right, you take care.
Cheers, matey.
All right.